Hi there, all my friends and family. Great day today, second day of Chanukah. Today we celebrate that the oil not only lasted when it was found, but not only did we win the war, but the oil lasts for 8 days. This shows us that God gives us the wealth, even though one little jar of oil can last for 8 days. Likewise, my dear friend Ariel, one of my best friends, honored graduate of the Israeli Special Forces, does a lot to protect our people. And he uses a great example of a 10% battery lasting you for 8 days, using it, a lot of hours.
Cell phone.
That's right. So Ariel, tell us a special story that happened with a beautiful chumash that we gave you as a present, and when you're studying the parsha of the Chayei Sarah. Yeah.
So a few weeks ago we were in parasha Chayei Sarah, and you gave me a chumash maybe a week or two before, and if I'm not mistaken, it was before you went to the Rebbe oil. And I was reading Chayei Sarah. So I decided, for some random reason, you gave me the book, I'm going to open it and read about the parasha. So I'm reading, and I read the interpretation of Rashi, of Chassidus, all these Torat Menachem, everyone's interpretation. And for some reason, I had this spiritual experience where, when you're at the kotel and you feel the electricity and you start crying. I'm praying and I can't explain to you why, I can't explain to you the feeling, but I start tearing up. I was in shul, I told the rabbi, excuse me, I walked outside, I made a phone call straight to my dad. I told him, Abba, I'm sorry for everything that I ever did to you, I love you. And the reason I did that, because the day before I was reading Pirkei Avot, and it says, Lechabed et imecha v'et ivecha. And I feel like I didn't do that good enough. So I wanted to tell him that I'm sorry and that I love him. And so he called and he told me that my brother, not really my brother, but one of my best friends, who's in yeshiva in Hebron, is praying for me. He called my dad to ask for my name and my mom's name so he could pray for me. Where was he? He said he's at our grandmother's grave. Who's my grandmother? My dad said, what do you mean? We're at Sarah's grave in Ma'arot HaMachpelah.
And he was in Special Forces with you also, right?
Right. And I was like, whoa, no way. I was just reading about it. So the whole day I had like this energy. I felt God's presence with me for the whole entire day. And because of that, to be 100% honest, every single day, so there's 7 aliyot in each parasha, every day, 7 days in a week, obviously, every day I read about the first aliyah, right? From Rishon to Sheni, the Kohen, and the Levi, and then Israel. I read every single one, all the interpretations, and I want to thank you, Rabbi Kunin, for giving me the book. I appreciate it.
I love you very much, and so proud of you, and it's an honor to be your friend. And now you're in a mitzvah tank, a Chabad mitzvah tank here. And you are in the tanks and armored personnel carriers protecting our people and our holy land in Israel. We're giving you our blessings in the name of everybody, all the Jewish people in all the world. And with God's help, you find a very good shidduch, build your own Jewish family, and let them at home with everybody. And we want Mashiach now.
Amen.
Great happiness and enthusiasm. Yes, Amen.
Amen.